Hey guys, Kevin Shaw here, editor-in-chief of Mopar Connection Magazine. We're here at Redline Gauges. We're going to pay a visit and do a real quick little shop tour. As we're here in Santa Clarita, we wanted to say hi to our friends who've been helping us out with the magazine and a lot of our projects. These guys are absolute pros at what they do. We're going to say hi to Shannon and his team and take you guys with it in this camera right here. You know, it's something you can't say often, but it's a pretty badass Valiant. Oh, that's fun. You got a full interior.
Oh, it does now, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all made for it.
Yeah.
The dash pad's inside the shop.
I love the plaid. That's rad.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
I bought the extra material from Corbeau to have the back seats done to match.
That's sweet.
So what's he up to?
This is a 66, 67 Chevelle cluster, a rally cluster, so it comes with factory gauges. And then we've put all modern Speed Hut stepper motor internals.
Wow, that's
And
a trick.
numerical values. So just low and high,
Yeah.
cold and hot. It's got numerical values printed in the correct Chevy green color.
Do you do all the printing here?
Yeah, we do the printing here. And then this is actually an aftermarket set of gauges, so these are like 3D printed or molded.
Oh, that's trick.
Yeah, and they actually came out really nice.
Nice.
And then electronic speedometer. So the speedometer, is that mounted?
Yeah, it's mounted.
So we take the original speedometer face and convert it to electronic. It's got this nice little 2 1/16 electronic speedometer with the LCD display.
Okay.
And then we make this little plate to cover up the old odometer window and then have the new little square one in it.
That's rad. Yeah, it just overlays right on top of
Yep.
it.
And then it's a full stepper motor, so they're programmable to the vehicle, so super accurate, reliable.
Wow, okay. Yeah,
Life-
it's not hunting.
No, lifetime warranty. All's going to fit in the. We make these little plates for the back, so it all fit in the original openings. And then Andy's doing an old Mercury in the exact same fashion. So original patina on the face artwork, no restoration, but all the Speed Hut stepper motors.
That's going to look sweet.
So all the Art Deco font style.
Yeah.
And we clean them and detail them, make them look as nice as possible, but customers want to keep
Yeah,
the
if they're
faded
going for a
artwork.
look, if they're going for something, you guys can totally accommodate that.
This is our little shop area back here. So this was a house that was converted to a shop. So we have our nice little Harbor Freight mini lathe, which, believe it or not, you know, it has a Jacobs chuck in it, so it actually works really, really well.
Oh, cool.
And a lot of the benchtop grinders my dad got at yard sales. This is like a vintage polishing wheel that we use for buffing metal.
That's like old, like Navy shipyard.
Cincinnati, Ohio, USA, bro.
Yeah.
Heavy duty ball bearing grinder.
Yeah, that's some of the coolest stuff is like the old Navy Yard equipment that's just like built to like outlast the Cold War. That's awesome.
A little, this is a cheap kind of Lowe's, Home Depot. We cut out all of our aluminum to make our back plates and face. And then just over the years, we've accumulated parts and we tried to stay organized for the most part, but then it just kept piling in. So we end up with piles and piles of parts. Vintage speed analyzer, which is a tester. It actually lights up too when you plug it in. We got some, NOS parts. So we got some Stuart Warner inventory, AC Delco inventory. That's all NOS parts in the box. So odometer assemblies. That top row is all Mopar cases. So those are extra rally cluster cases. For me, because when I worked at North Hollywood Speedometer, I was driving a 67 Plymouth Fury to work every day.
Rad.
That was my daily driver. And then right down the street from my shop was this guy who had restored Hemi cars out in front of his shop, and it was Julius Stewart. So it was restorations by Julius.
Yeah.
And it was called JNC something or another back then, and it was a Honda shop. So he was a Honda specific shop.
Yeah.
And he even did all the old Honda 600s, the air-cooled ones with kits, and did the performance stuff for Hondas way back in the day. And then as a side job, he did Mopar restoration.
Okay.
But mostly really high-dollar grease pencil cars,
Oh, wow.
Cars,
yeah.
Six-pack cars.
Okay.
That's what he was known for. So I went down to his shop and started talking to him, and then we started doing his instrument panel repairs and restorations.
Okay.
At North Hollywood Speedometer.
Working with Julius on that.
Working with Julius. So
That's sweet.
Julius is the foundation of what got me.
Yeah.
I was into Mopars then, but not into it like how he was. And then I became more into it because of him.
And you can't hang out with that dude without like drinking from the fire hose.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's like
insane. The level of the builds that he does.
Right.
You know, mostly, you know, the grease pencil trailered cars, but
hey,
he knows them like the back of his hand. He can look at a bolt and go, that's not a Hemi bolt.
Yeah.
This is a Hemi bolt. It's got this marking on it.
Yeah.
You know, or something like that.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
kind of that dude, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
So that's kind of what kicked it off. And then in 2003, when we opened, I wanted to cater to the Mopar crowd, and that's what we did, you know?
Okay.
So, but then, of course, we do everything. So we do Buick, Olds, Pontiac, Chevy, Mustang. You know, we do so much stuff for those guys as well. And now all of the Resto Mod vintage stuff. So if a guy's doing a 32 Ford, but he wants a 56 DeSoto dash in his 32 Ford, we'll do that panel and make it all match so they all work together. For us to be able to offer something for that crowd, now a lot of time it's not the budget-friendly option.
No.
The budget-friendly option is buy a set of aftermarket gauges, drill a hole, stick them in the hole. You're into it for $300 and you're done. You know, we get up into the, you know, $2,000, $2,500 range to do all those conversions on an original panel.
Wow.
So it adds up for sure.
Oh crap.
The labor is so intensive, you know, to retrofit a meter where it's not supposed to fit, and do it in such a way so it looks stock. It doesn't look like it's been tampered with, you know. Here's an old 360 motor that I took apart.
Look at you.
And it's a Magnum 360 out of a Dodge Ram truck. And these commonly have cracks in between the valves, and I took a magnifying glass to every single one of these and there's not a crack in it. So I'm probably going to put this long block back together with just a cam and valve springs upgrade and put this in my son's Cornet. So
it's going in the blue Cornet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the plan, because that's the budget-friendly option right now. Gen 3 Hemi swap is too much stuff involved, and that car's so clean.
Yeah, there's a lot of work there, and it ain't cheap.
Nope. This is my rat rod.
I love it.
It's a 35 Ford, is what I was told when I bought it.
Okay.
Come to find out, it's a 36.
Okay.
So 36s have this pattern.
Interesting. The stamping's different.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and it's a 383 stroker. It's only 8.5 to 1 compression, so it runs on 87 octane.
Oh yeah, hell, it'll run on premix.
Yep. It's a 700 R4, so it's an overdrive transfer.
Oh, that's trick. Of course, the dash is cherry.
Yeah, of course. It's got aftermarket Stuart Warner gauges. I'm going to put an old Plymouth dash in it, so I'm going to put a 30s Plymouth dash in it at some point.
Oh, look at the Indian rug.
Yeah, that was on it when I bought it.
That's fun. I love it. That's, you know what, there really isn't anything like the SoCal hot rod scene.
Oh, it's great.
I mean,
and this thing drives so good. The amount of stuff the previous owner did to it. It's got the Posey front end on it. It's got a banjo rear end with the drive shaft conversion.
Okay.
So it just goes down the road super straight, drives really nice. Yeah, those are real bullet holes. Because the body was in a field and kids were shooting it with a gun or whatever.
They just use it as target practice.
This one here.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's one thing I kind of love about it.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, I saw this when I pulled in.
Yeah.
And I want it.
This is, I put a modern tank in it. And I'm cutting a window for the.
Yeah, you are. Okay.
So it's fuel injected now. So it's a mate between that and this. So this is the 4.0 inline 6 with the automatic transmission is in this now. And
oh, get out.
Now I got to button it up.
Get out of here.
So I got to do the fuel system. I got to put a radiator in.
Look at the lettering.
This was all done by a studio painter named Jimmy Ecker, who has since passed away, but it's all hand painted.
Dude, that is so awesome.
Put my name on it. My name's Sam Hudson on the left.
Oh yeah. And look at you.
The Jeep
i6.
Yep.
That's
I wanted to
hilarious.
keep it an inline 6, but I'm gonna keep the air conditioning
Okay.
See, I had a fabricator build the motor mounts for it.
Oh yeah.
He had to notch the firewall to get it back far enough
Okay.
to clear the steering link, because I wanted to keep the original Hudson suspension and steering. And then it's got a modern harness and a modern fuse box in it already. And then my electrician guy's going to come down and Chris at Hotwire made the harness for it. So they didn't race Commodores back in the day. They raced Hornets, but I made it say Commodore.
Okay.
So,
Can I open that?
yeah.
Here. Oh, that is so smooth.
The front seat's being redone. I'm switching it from gray to like a brown tan color. I'm going to do like a dark brown tan interior. It's got a new mohair headliner in it.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me look at that. Dude, this car is so complete.
It is. It's a really nice, straight, rust-free. It's a New Mexico car. It came from New Mexico.
Out of New Mexico. Is that closed yet or no?
Yeah, it's closed good enough.
Okay.
It needs to be adjusted because it's got a little bit of rattle to it.
This is just rad. Oh, look. Okay. Yeah, Commodore all the way across.
Yeah. So yeah, the 59 Belvedere. I bought this from a second owner. It was white primer when I bought it. You can see the white underneath the black primer that I sprayed it with. And I sprayed the roof green. It had a poly 318 in it, and it was a daily driver, but it would overheat sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes it wouldn't, and sometimes it would. So there was something weird with the motor. I pulled the motor out and sold it, and it has sat ever since. So this I definitely would like to do a Gen 3 Hemi swap.
Do a Gen 3 in it.
Yeah. And do a disc brake conversion.
Yeah.
Gen 3 Hemi swap. Do the interior nice. I wanted it to be the old school looking air conditioning.
Yes, yeah. Under dash. Oh, got some wildlife?
Probably.
Okay. Look at the teal interior. That's cool.
It's grody, but
well, yeah, but I mean, I love the
weird
dual
patterns,
textures and the and that's just such a iconic color combination for the period.
Yeah. Yeah, when I redo the interior, I definitely want to keep it like that.
Please, yeah. Now, are you going to paint it that color, or?
No, I'm going to leave the...
You're going to leave it primer?
I want to leave the outside looking exactly how it is. The thing is, make it run and drive, make it totally drivable and reliable, and then if I feel a wild hair and want to paint it, then have to paint it. But I don't think I will. There's just...
I did definitely want to thank you for helping us out with so many different projects that we've done. You guys did the amp conversion on our Charger, and that came out just totally cherry. And
oh yeah, you got to do that on an old Mopar. If you're going to just do a high amp alternator, because a Mopar comes with a 40 amp alternator. The ammeter is rated for 40 amps.
Oh yeah.
So if you go to an 80, you double the current. That heat that's going to be in that ammeter is going to be crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's like that's one of the most common conversions that we do, are the amp to voltmeter conversions for Mopars, but you can bypass the ammeter and just not use it.
Yeah, but then you got a dead, I know some guys live with a dead gauge, but it's like if you're going to do it and have it out, and you might as well do it right.
Yeah, so we did a course conversion on the clock, so we're running it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's very similar to a Mopar Tick-Tock Tack, but it's the AMC version of it.
Okay.
And then technician Tripp's working on a Mopar E-body rally cluster right now, so it's all apart.
Cool.
And then here's an A-body rally cluster being restored. That one's got new artwork, and the odometers have been restored. Gauges are being calibrated.
Yeah, dude.
Want to go for a ride in this thing?
Let's go for a ride.
Let's go.
It's got to be quick because I got to get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Sure. We'll make it quick. So when you push the door handle, you pull up on it, and then it pops right open.
All right.
Just like a Mopar. Look at that.
American Powertrain.
Yep.
5 or 6?
5.
It's 5?
Yep. It's just a Tremec. It's not their bad boy one. I figured for a V6, I didn't believe it.
And it's the 3.6 liter?
3.6 out of a 2013 Wrangler. It was bought from one of those off-road companies back east that does Hemi swaps and brand new Rubicons.
Okay. Boy, that is one of the most popular. Get out of here!
tight.
Yeah, it drives real good.
This thing drives so tight. It is really nice. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, that is rigid. I love it. Take that corner at 35, 40.
Yeah, it just tucks in, man. This thing does not.
That was so rad.
No body roll, no drama.
Okay, so what's underneath this car?
It's all Hotchkiss.
It's all Hotchkiss A-body kit.
TBS with their Fox shock. The non-adjustable ones. I actually need the adjustable ones because now
Okay.
there's so much less weight on the nose of the car. You feel
Okay.
like everything in the front of the car. So I probably need the adjustable shock in the front. Yeah, if you want to drive it slow.
I really love. I got to drive the Dan Weishar's Roadrunner, the blue
Yeah.
Roadrunner,
Yeah.
and Dan's like, "You can't break it. Go right ahead."
Yeah, you can't hurt it.
And I was like,
this car's the same way.
Yeah, yeah. The Hotchkiss kits, and like the Hotchkiss kits aren't like re-engineering the whole car either.
No.
It's like, no, this is what it's meant to be. It's meant to work like this.
Yep.
Let it do what it's
kind of
supposed to do.
The torsion bar stuff is so commonly looked over. You know, everybody replaces everything with some whole different front end with rack and pinion, all that stuff. And it's like, no, dude, torsion bars with a Borgeson box,
Yeah.
and the right caster, the right upper controller.
I can't keep the phone straight at all.
One of the best things is this Borgeson box, dude. I'm telling you. I know you did you know, a lot of people redo the original box with fast ratio, but the Borgeson box is so much smaller, and I think it's a Nissan box.
Is it really?
And
Okay,
they
yeah.
They just do a different footprint on it to fit in the Mopar. It just fits so good.
This thing is like being in a big go-kart.
Yeah.
It's a
really-
big go-kart.
But it's got good ride quality.
Yeah.
There's not. You can drive it with no drama. The hydraulic clutch.
Yeah.
It's 35 miles a gallon.
Oh, stop it.
I've only put like 2 tanks of gas in it since I've had it running. It's been running for months.
Oh, jeez.
I paid $2,500 for this motor shit with the computer and everything. I bought a cold air intake for a Wrangler,
Okay.
and it fit. I have the Jeep radiator hoses and the Jeep power steering lines. From
Yeah.
Matt at Glendora Dodge sent those to me, and they bolted right up.
Oh, no.
Unbelievable how well they fit.
Oh, my gosh, dude. This is awesome. This is so hot rod. I love it.
So I put a catch can from the RIP supercharger guys,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
the K-frame was notched for the oil pan.
All
so
right.
that had to be done. And then the mounts were like kind of a street rod mount.
Okay.
There's no headers. It's just straight.
Yeah, it's just manifold.
Straight, no manifolds.
Oh,
That's straight out of the head.
really?
The exhaust is straight out of the head.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Jeeps don't have mounts. It's just a big oval port.
I did not know that. There's your box. Okay. Manual brakes.
Manual brakes. Yeah, this car, you know, with this brake system, this is right stuff. You know, they probably advertise with you guys.
No,
No, but they should.
they better.
This is a right stuff brake kit that we did back when Hotchkiss did this conversion, I think 2011,
Dude,
2012.
this is a go-kart. This little guy is a friggin' go-kart.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Shannon, I'm really sorry to hit and run, man.
No problem.
But I appreciate you even letting me stick my nose in and harassing your team while we
Oh, no problem.
walked around. This was really, really cool.
Famous words from Chick-fil-A. It's our pleasure.
It's our pleasure. Well, you can definitely check out Redline Gaugeworks, guys. You can check them out at redlinegaugeworks.com. And their email is info@redlinegaugeworks.com.
Yep.
Really, really easy. Shannon Hudson, he's the man in charge. He's got a really good team of boys with him.
Yes, sir.
These guys are knocking out some really awesome stuff. They've been helping us out in projects. They've been helping out customers since '03.
and hopefully for many, many more years to come, because you guys are total pros. And this is easily the most fun Valiant I've ever seen in my life. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching Mopar Connection Magazine. If you want more awesome Mopar content, please check us out at moparconnectionmagazine.com, where new articles are written and published every day. And we'll talk to you soon.